right, now as the executives are making their way up the secret staircase, I like to call it, and get situated on the bell podium to close out the U.S. equity markets, we have about 3 minutes here. I want to pick up our conversation where we left off, Paul. So, talk to me about the NYSE's role, right? I mean, talk to me specifically about the role the NYSE plays when it comes to really tapping markets, early on in the cycle.
Right. Yeah, Trinity, exactly. So the NYSE is just a great place. It's called the NYSE Group. Broadly speaking, that comprises New York Stock Exchange and NYSE American. And as the head of listings for NYSE American, our job is to take all that the NYSE has to offer, and it is a lot, and help and use those resources and assets to help even smaller public companies make their way in the capital markets. Capital markets are huge in the United States, and as a really small company, let's say sub 250 million market cap, it takes a little bit of work to get some visibility and awareness and investor interest, and that's our job, to help them put their best foot forward, get them comfortable, get them educated, even help with their visibility. So we have a lot of great services. Listing fees, listing standards are all scaled for smaller public companies, and that's what we do at NYSE American, so it's working really well.
Talk to me more about that. Talk to me more exactly how you go about really fostering these relationships and helping them get to that pivotal day for companies that list on NYSE American.
Right, Trinity. So we have a lot of educational events, which helps the board, the leadership get comfortable, again, being public and going out there. And so that might turn into an investor conference, right, an analyst day. So we have relationships on the street with bankers, with advisors, investor relations firms, lawyers, legal teams. And so when we interact with our newly public, smaller public companies, that's what we do. We help get them comfortable with the public market. So we'll introduce them to IR firms, suggest investor conferences that they can go and present at. And all of these things, and they're incremental. There's no silver bullet or magic bullet, whatever the phrase is. It's incrementalism. It's being patient, building your business fundamentally from the ground up, and watching those quarterly reports go out and prove to the investment community what you are. But our job is to help them do those other things to help with their visibility and credibility.
Very important work, a very important role that you play
absolutely.
here. I mean, let's talk more about, we have about 90 seconds right now. I want to talk more about just like the emerging trends that you see right now across the landscape of NYSE American. What do you think our viewers should know?
Yeah, well, certainly as viewers, you should know that when a company goes public on the NYSE American, they have met rigorous standards, right? Our regulatory review is thorough, and so if you're a listed company on NYSE American, you can be assured that they went through that process. And that separates these companies from companies that are not on a national exchange, especially the NYSE American. But what we've seen is that it's challenging if you're a smaller public company today, right, to get that capital raise that you need to grow your business, to get that valuation that you really are seeking, right, with relation to that capital, to get that credibility as well. So deals are a little smaller now, right? Deals are less frequent, but that said, if you want to grow your business, there's no better way than to become a public company on the NYSE American.
And I want to talk to you more about, we were talking about how you fostered the relationship, really built that relationship early on, right? And to get to this pivotal moment, but how do you sustain the relationship after they list with us on NYSE American?
Yeah, well actually, first of all, it's with a good market quality, right? So this is what you need as a public company to have, relatively low volatility, right? Those kinds of things, the ability to track institutional interest, potentially get into an index. And that's part of our job, is to sort of, on the margins, help those companies, succeed, right? Whether it's, educating them about what it takes to get into an index, introducing them to potential analysts or institutional investors through our conferences and through our educational events. So that's how we maintain it. We become an ally, and we're there every single day.